Abbie. So this week I was going to make my video about the college tours that I'm going on this week. I mean, as you can probably tell, I'm not in my bedroom. I'm in my room in Massachusetts in my grandmother's house. But then I decided when I found out this morning that Alan Rickman died that I had to do something a little different. So instead, this video is going to be a tribute to Alan Rickman and David Bowie, both of whom died this week at the age of 69 after a battle with cancer. Both of whom were very much my childhood idols, so this has been a difficult week for me. Now, I know there are so many ways that one can know David Bowie because he had so much brilliant music spanning decades, but the thing that I first remembered being aware of David Bowie through wasn't any of his music. No, it was Labyrinth, the movie. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a brilliant movie and you should totally go watch it. Don't get any ideas about your little sister though. But, I mean, throughout the years, I have listened to his music, I've read articles about him, I have in general looked up to him, but the thing that I always come back to is Labyrinth. And to me, throughout all of the personas that he's had through his whole life, David Bowie has always been the Goblin King to me, and I guess maybe that's why I always thought of him as immortal. It was always inconceivable to me that he could or would die. I mean, I know that he will live on through his music and through everyone's memories of him, but it's just hard to comprehend that he could die. And then there's Alan Rickman, who only passed away this morning, and that was quite a shock for me to wake up to. I'm sure you are quite aware of how obsessed with Harry Potter I am. But the thing is, I'm not just attached to the books, and I'm not just attached to the movies. It's not just the story for me, it's the people. And I grew up having people like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, Maggie Smith, and of course Alan Rickman on the big screen in front of me, making my favorite world come alive. I was devastated enough to hear that the reason why the Dumbledores switched in the third movie was because Richard Harris died, but that had already happened when I was very little and watching Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, to find out that Alan Rickman, Severus Snape, I have across the years loved him and hated him and felt ambivalent to him and just, you know, I have blamed the entire series on him. I have tried to absolve him of all of his crimes. I have gone through every stage of Snape feelings that I possibly could, but throughout them all, never did I waver in my faith that Alan Rickman would give me exactly the Snape that I needed. Because Alan Rickman, he's a perfect actor and he's a perfect Snape, regardless of my feelings towards Snape. It was comforting kind of having him and his, you know, his deep, slow voice that can either be perceived as menacing or comforting. It was always a comfort to me. You know, whenever I needed to, I could turn on the TV, pop in a Harry Potter DVD, and there would his voice be grounding me. And him too, he always seemed immortal. And I know that he too will live on through all of his stage and screen experience. And he will always in my heart be Snape. But it's difficult knowing that our Snape left this world. Okay, well this was a bit of a rambly mess. Maybe next week or on my other channel I will eventually put up a more coherent tribute to two of my favorite men and childhood idols. The world is now missing two very important and very special artists, and they will both live on through everything that they've produced and through all of our love for them. So I guess it's time to wrap up. You can find mine and Abbie's channels here and here. Please go check them out. Audience, I'll see you on Thursday. Abbie, I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!